Welcome to Sleep Story, your nightly escape into a world of dreams and tranquility. Before we embark on our journey tonight, take a moment to unwind and relax. Find your most comfortable position, nestled in your bed, letting go of the day's tensions. As you settle in, allow yourself to be cradled by the softness around you. As you lie comfortably, let's start with a relaxing sleep induction. Inhale deeply, counting to 4. Hold your breath, counting to 7. And then exhale slowly, counting to 8. Repeat this breathing exercise. Inhale, hold, exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, hold, exhale. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. Let's count down from 10 to 1. With each descending number, feel your body and mind slip further into a state of complete relaxation. 10. Your toes are becoming light and tension-free, as if a gentle wave of relaxation is washing over them. 9. Your ankles loosen and unwind, letting go of the day's journey, bringing you comfort and peace. 8. Your legs feel the warmth and ease, resting as if on a cloud, light and unburdened. 7. Your waist and back release all stress, surrounded by a comforting warmth. 6. Chest and shoulders melt away all tension, breathing in relaxation and ease. 5. Arms and fingers relax, sinking into the soothing softness of your bed. 4. Neck and head muscles ease, every tension dissolving into calmness. 3. Breathing steadies, deepening. Each inhale brings peace. Each exhale releases stress. 2. Your heartbeat is calm and steady, reassuring you with every beat. 1. Now deeply relaxed, ready for a restful sleep. As our countdown concludes, you are now in a state of deep relaxation, poised at the threshold of sleep. Our story is about to begin, crafted to guide you into a peaceful slumber. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the narrative lead you into a serene and restful night. Let's begin our journey into the land of dreams. In the charming town of Seashell Cove, nestled along a picturesque coastline, lived Lila, a marine biologist with an insatiable curiosity and love for the ocean. Her childhood was filled with days spent on the sandy beaches and nights under starlit skies, listening to the lullaby of the waves. As she grew, so did her fascination with the sea, leading her to pursue a career dedicated to unraveling its mysteries. Lila's small cottage was adorned with treasures from the deep, shells, sea glass, and sketches of marine life. Her work as a marine biologist at the Seashell Cove Research Center was not just a job, but a calling. She spent her days researching marine ecosystems, advocating for ocean conservation, and diving into the depths to explore the underwater world. Her deep connection with the ocean was evident in her every action. Whether she was teaching local children about the importance of preserving marine life or leading beach cleanup initiatives, Lila's devotion to the sea was unwavering. She often spoke of the ocean as a vast, unexplored world, holding secrets and wonders beyond our imagination. One crisp, sunny morning, Lila set out on a routine dive to study the health of the local coral reefs. As she glided through the water, her keen eyes caught sight of something unusual nestled among the colorful corals. It was a locket, old and encrusted with years of sea deposits, yet it glimmered with a mysterious allure. Carefully, she freed the locket from its coral embrace and brought it to the surface. Back in her lab, she cleaned it gently, revealing its intricate designs and the faint etchings of what appeared to be a map. The locket was a piece of history, lost to the ocean and now found by her. It was oval, made of a tarnished silver, with an elaborate seal on the front, suggesting it once belonged to someone of great importance. Inside the locket, the map was a maze of lines and symbols, indecipherable at first glance. Intrigued, Lila spent nights poring over it, trying to make sense of its roots and markings. She speculated it could be a map to a hidden location, perhaps an underwater cave or a sunken shipwreck holding secrets of the past. Lila's curiosity grew with each passing day. The map was like a siren's call, beckoning her to embark on a journey to uncover its destination and the story behind the locket. Little did she know, this discovery was about to lead her on an extraordinary adventure, one that would change her life and deepen her bond with the ocean she so dearly loved. Fueled by her burning curiosity and the enigmatic allure of the map, Lila embarked on what would be the most significant expedition of her life. The map was like a cryptic puzzle, each symbol and line a clue to unraveling its secrets. She spent countless hours researching, cross-referencing old nautical charts, and consulting with fellow marine historians to piece together the possible route. The map seemed to point towards a region known for its treacherous waters, but also for its untouched beauty. With meticulous planning, Lila prepared for her underwater odyssey. She gathered her diving gear, underwater camera, and a small, rugged notebook to document her journey. Her preparations were thorough, accounting for every possible scenario she might encounter in the deep. She felt a mix of excitement and apprehension, aware of the potential dangers, but driven by the promise of discovery. Finally, the day arrived. The sea was calm, its surface reflecting the early morning sun like a vast sheet of glass. Lila's boat, the Nereid, named after the sea nymphs of Greek mythology, was ready. She set sail, the map securely tucked in her waterproof bag, her heart racing with anticipation. As she journeyed, the coastline of Seashell Cove faded into the distance, and the vast expanse of the ocean enveloped her. She navigated through familiar waters, then into the unknown, guided by the stars and the ancient map. The journey was solitary, but for the company of the ocean itself, its rhythms and sounds a constant presence. Throughout her voyage, Lila encountered a kaleidoscope of marine life. Schools of vibrant fish darted around her. Curious dolphins accompanied her boat. At once, a majestic whale breached the surface in a breathtaking display. Each encounter left her in awe, reminding her of why she had dedicated her life to understanding and protecting these waters. As she neared the map's coordinates, the water's hue deepened, and the sea life grew more exotic. Lila knew she was close to her destination. Her heart pounded with anticipation as she prepared for the dive that would take her to the elusive spot marked on the ancient map. Little did she know, she was about to uncover a world far beyond her wildest imaginations, a hidden gem beneath the waves that would reveal the wonders and the magic of the deep ocean. As Lila descended into the depths, the vibrant sunlight from above slowly diminished, transitioning into a tranquil twilight of the deep sea. This underwater realm, untouched by the sun's rays, revealed its mysteries through the faint, otherworldly glow of bioluminescent creatures and plants. Lila's flashlight cut through the darkness, unveiling the hidden beauty of this submerged world. Around her, the sea's architecture unfolded in spectacular formations. Towering underwater canyons rose like silent giants, their walls etched with the history of millennia. Majestic arches formed natural gateways, leading Lila into a labyrinthine network of pathways. Each turn revealed awe-inspiring landscapes, sculpted by time and the tireless work of tiny sea creatures. The further Lila ventured, the more she was enveloped by a sense of being in an entirely different world. Schools of fish, vibrant and diverse, darted through the canyons, their scales reflecting the light of her flashlight in brief, glittering bursts. In some places, the walls of the canyons were so close that they almost touched, creating narrow, shadowy tunnels that Lila navigated with a mix of trepidation and excitement. In this alien world, every sense was heightened. The sound of her own breathing through the scuba gear was a steady rhythm that accompanied the subtle, enchanting symphony of underwater life. The coolness of the water contrasted with the warmth of her protected body, reminding her of the depth and isolation of her location. The underwater canyons and arches formed a complex, mesmerizing maze. At times, Lila had to carefully maneuver through tight spaces, her heart racing as she gently pushed herself forward. In other moments, she found herself in vast, open areas where the seafloor was dotted with colorful coral gardens and inhabited by curious creatures that seemed to regard her as a visitor from another world. Finally, after navigating through the mesmerizing underwater labyrinth, Lila arrived at a secluded area, a hidden sanctuary precisely marked on her ancient map. The sight before her was nothing short of miraculous. A hidden gem nestled in the heart of the ocean's depths. This was the enchanted underwater garden, a place so surreal it seemed to belong to another world. As Lila floated at the entrance of this underwater Eden, she was struck by the explosion of colors that surrounded her. The garden was a living tapestry of vibrant hues, with coral formations unlike any she had encountered in her years of marine exploration. These corals had an almost supernatural appearance, with colors so vivid and textures so intricate that they seemed to be the work of a fantastical artist. They glowed softly, emitting an ethereal light that bathed the entire garden in a dreamlike glow. The flora of the garden was equally astonishing. Plants of indescribable shapes and sizes swayed gently in the underwater current, creating a dance of shadows and light. Some resembled terrestrial flowers with delicate, translucent petals, while others were like nothing found on the surface, with glowing tendrils and leaves shimmering in iridescent colors. Amongst these were strange and wonderful luminescent fungi clinging to the rocks and coral, their soft glow adding to the mystical ambience of the garden. These fungi formed intricate patterns on the rocks, as if they were the brush strokes of an unseen painter. In this enchanted realm, every detail seemed to be part of a grand, living masterpiece. The water itself was clearer here, as if the magic of the place purified it, making the vibrant spectacle even more pronounced. The light from Lila's flashlight mingled with the natural luminescence of the garden, creating a symphony of light that was almost otherworldly. In this underwater Eden, Lila found herself enveloped in a serene ballet of marine life. Schools of iridescent fish, their scales shimmering like tiny gems, swam in mesmerizing patterns. They moved with such grace and coordination. It was as if they were performing a dance choreographed by the ocean itself. The Fish weaved in and out of the radiant corals, their vibrant colors complementing the glowing environment. Amidst this aquatic dance, bioluminescent jellyfish floated by, their delicate, translucent bodies pulsating with a gentle light. They moved with an elegance that was almost hypnotic, like living lanterns casting a soft, otherworldly glow over the garden. The light they emitted was not harsh, but a gentle radiance that added a dreamlike quality to the already magical scene. The sight was so ethereal and calming. It seemed to Lila as though she had entered a realm where the usual rules of nature were rewritten into something far more wondrous. The variety and uniqueness of the marine life in this hidden garden were astonishing. Among the familiar creatures of the deep, Lila noticed beings that seemed to have leapt straight from the pages of fantasy. Tiny seahorses with delicate, fluttering wings flitted among the coral, their movements adding a touch of whimsy to the already enchanting scene. In a particularly lush cluster of anemones, she caught sight of what appeared to be a miniature dragon. Its scales glistened with a spectrum of colors, and it curled and uncurled around the anemones with a languid grace. This creature, seemingly born of myth and legend, moved with a serenity that suggested it was completely at home in this magical garden. As Lila ventured deeper, she discovered the heart of this underwater paradise, a crystal clear spring, its waters sparkling with a light that seemed to come from within. This spring was the source of the garden's life, its waters pure and invigorating. As Lila approached, she felt an inexplicable pull towards it, as if the spring itself was calling to her. The closer she got, the more intense the sensation became, a magnetic allure that was both exhilarating and comforting. When Lila finally reached the spring, she hesitated for a moment, overwhelmed by its beauty and the potent energy that seemed to emanate from it. She extended her hand, and the moment her fingers brushed the water's surface, a warm, tingling sensation surged through her. It was as if the spring recognized her touch, responding to her presence. The sensation was like a gentle electric current, filling her with a sense of connection to the garden and its myriad of life forms. It was a moment of profound unity with the natural world, a feeling that she was part of something much larger and more mysterious than she had ever imagined. As Lila's fingers grazed the surface of the spring, the water responded with a stunning display of colors that danced and swirled around her hand. It was a breathtaking sight, reminiscent of a living aurora beneath the sea, with hues of deep blues, vibrant greens, and shimmering purples. The colors seemed to emanate from the water itself, creating a mesmerizing light show that illuminated the surrounding underwater garden. The The sensation of touching the spring's waters was utterly enchanting. It was a confluence of warmth and energy, unlike anything Lila had ever felt. This energy pulsed through her veins, spreading a comforting warmth that resonated with her very being. She felt a deep, almost spiritual connection with the spring, as though it possessed its own consciousness, a sentient presence that recognized and welcomed her. Captivated by this extraordinary experience, Lila submerged both of her hands into the spring, immersing herself more deeply in its mysterious powers. The water enveloped her hands with a sensation that was both exhilarating and soothing. It was as if the spring's waters were alive, infused with the essence of the ocean itself, its depth, its currents, its age-old wisdom. As the tingling warmth spread from her hands up her arms and throughout her entire body, Lila felt an awakening within her. It was as though the spring was communicating directly to her soul, imparting a profound understanding and a deep empathy for the marine life that thrived in this magical garden. This connection transcended mere physical interaction. It was an emotional and mental fusion with the oceanic world. The water's touch seemed to peel away the layers between her human perception and the aquatic realm, granting her an unprecedented insight into the lives of the sea creatures around her. She could sense their emotions, understand their movements, and feel their essence in a way that words could not describe. It was a revelation, a moment of pure clarity, where Lila realized she was experiencing a form of communication far beyond human comprehension, a dialogue with the very heart of the ocean. As the vibrant colors in the spring's waters gently settled into a serene glow, Lila became aware of an extraordinary change in her surroundings. The fish and other sea creatures, once merely co-inhabitants of this underwater realm, now seemed to gravitate towards her with a sense of purpose and recognition. They swam around her in patterns that were at once curious and inviting, as if welcoming her into their world. Lila watched in amazement as small schools of fish formed intricate designs around her, their movements synchronized and deliberate. It was as if they were engaging in a silent dialogue with her, a communication beyond the scope of human language. She could understand the subtleties of their movements, the flick of a fin, the tilt of a head, each gesture rich with meaning. This was a language of feelings and instincts, a profound, intrinsic connection that bridged the species divide. The gift of the spring had opened a door to a world Lila had only ever glimpsed from the outside. She found herself deeply attuned to the emotions and intentions of the marine life around her. Conversing with the winged seahorses became a dance of mutual curiosity and joy, their playful nature resonating with her own spirit. As a slow-moving, dragon-like creature glided past, she felt a wave of ancient wisdom emanating from it, a living testament to the ocean's age-old mysteries. This newfound connection transcended mere interaction. It was a harmonization of Lila's very essence with the essence of the ocean. She felt an unparalleled unity with the marine life, a shared bond that went beyond physical form. It was as if the spring had not only granted her the ability to communicate with these creatures, but had also woven her spirit into the very fabric of the ocean. Emerging from the spring, Lila felt a profound transformation. She was no longer merely a marine biologist observing the wonders of the ocean. She had become an integral part of its narrative. The ocean's mysteries, its joys, and its sorrows were now hers to share. With this extraordinary gift came a sacred responsibility: to be a voice for the voiceless, to protect and cherish the magnificent creatures in the delicate ecosystem they inhabited. As she swam back through the enchanted garden towards the surface, Lila carried with her not just a newfound ability, but a renewed purpose. She had been chosen, in a way, to bridge the gap between land and sea, to bring awareness and understanding to the human world about the precious and intricate life beneath the waves. She was a guardian of the sea, an ambassador for its inhabitants, and a custodian of its secrets. The journey ahead would be one of advocacy and stewardship, a commitment she embraced wholeheartedly as she surfaced, forever changed.